everyone. Okay, so here we are, afternoon nap hour, quilting time for me, napping for James. So I'm gonna keep going through working on some of these blocks. So actually, if you watched the other video, I was all excited about my like black and green ombre thing. Yeah, not loving it, so I might actually remake this bad boy. We'll see. So this is me. I'm going through this book just for fun. This is an opportunity. Again, I have a couple hours while my son, who's about 2, is napping. So I am just trying to get in some quilting and trying to learn some stuff. So I have this awesome book, 55 Quilt Block Designs, that I am just kind of making my way through. But like I said, I might be redoing this one. Had an interview this morning, so that's why I look a little bit more put together. Usually I'm a little more wild. So anyways, we're going to be working on block number 2 and possibly block number 3. We'll see how I feel. And like I said, I might even redo block number 1. This was feeling a little bit Alice in Wonderland-y for me, just a little too, I don't know. So we'll see. But anyways, that is where we're at today. So I am going to get set up. We're just going to cut some squares and we'll start sewing everything together. And like I said, maybe by the end of this, we'll have a nice mosaic wall of some fun, funky quilt blocks. Okay. All right. So hello, I'm over here. This is my setup. This is what you got to do sometimes when you're at home. All right. So this is what I did last time. Like I said, it's getting a little like, almost like too high contrast. Like it could go really well with a cool tulip pink something or other maybe, but I don't know if I want to go that route. So we'll see. I might remake it. Maybe I should just embrace it. Maybe I could paint over it. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway. All right. So I think we're just gonna put the black aside for now. It's feeling a little too bold for where I want to go. Oh, look at ribbons and bows pattern coming soon to an internet near you. Okay. So, oh, look at another strike off. So you can see these are our little color windows. These are all the colors that are actually in this ombre. All right, I feel like last time we went a little slow. So I'm, again, just trying to go a little bit faster. So to make these blocks, and again, these are super basic 9-patch blocks. So I am just gonna go, and I'm just gonna cut some 2.5-inch strips of the fabrics that I want to use for this. Yeah, I've only got so much of this ombre fabric, so I got to be really careful because, again, this is metallic ombre, and this was something that was never produced. So if I mess up, can't exactly go buy any more. Again, we can disregard these bad boys down here. We're not there yet. I am literally just getting going. So this is the one we did. This is where we're going. And if I'm feeling wild, we might go here too. So we need 3 of the colored, which I think I'm still going to use this fabric. Love this fabric. And I think it'll look really fun with the gray ombre. But it looks like we only need 3. Okay, so now I'm just going to press this. We're going to keep working with this. I really do love this fabric, so I'm hoping that this will somehow come out really nice down the line. All right, so the way that they have this laid out, and again, I think that you could probably do some little strip sets if you really wanted to. But I think I'm kind of just trying to take this book as literally as possible. And again, mostly just for the sake of learning. All right, and then I think I'm just going to start sewing row by row. All right, got to change out my foot and stuff, and then we'll get to sewing. So I started with these 2 here, and now I'm actually just gonna sort of do some chain piecing, and I'm just gonna go, so these ones and these ones, And that way I can go a little bit faster. All right, so I got my 3 rows. I'm going to go press. Be right back. All right, which way, which way? So I got to remember which way all of these things go again. So I think I have these down here. All right, so now we've got a set of 3. And I'm going to go press. Yeah, I like these colors a lot better. They're just a little softer, a little more feminine, a little less high contrast. Okay, now we're just going to sew row by row, and I am going to, like always, I'm going to pin those seams together to try to line those angles up as best I can. So I always try to pin right into the 1/4 inch where the seam allowance would be, like right into that seam. And then I just match it right up. So you can see pin here, it's pretty good. Like right where I would stitch into it. So I start here, 1/4 inch, and then I find exactly where it should be sewn over here as well. I think that'll get me into a pretty good spot. And here is our first section. Okay, so now we're going to just line this bad boy up, make sure all my directions are right. So I guess what's cool about this block versus like just doing one strip is that you can change the directions. So that creates a little bit of interest if you have some sort of geometric pattern to try to put the focal point on some of the directional elements. If it was an all over print that was non-directional, you probably wouldn't notice it as much, but I guess that makes kind of a cool element. But now we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to line this up, flip her around. Here we go. And we're ready to sew. All right, so now we've got this block here, and this was our original one. Wow, very different vibes. This is like checkerboard. This is a little softer, a little, I don't know. This one feels, again, like you'd want it in a, it feels very carnival. And there you have it, another 9-patch block. I think my big takeaway from this particular afternoon quilting session was that just because you're using basic 2.5-inch squares and sewing a simple 9-patch, if you're using a fabric that has some visual interest, you can change directions, like I said, even turn on the bias, and it creates an interesting design element that you wouldn't have necessarily considered. So even though we're not working with different colors or different fabrics, just the different elements within the fabric itself can create something interesting. So thank you again for watching. This is just me sharing my afternoon process, learning something, and hopefully you guys took some stuff away too. Please like, subscribe. I have some new patterns also coming out in the process of test sewing, tech editing, all these crazy things. But blessings on me, blessings on me. So many curves. But let me tell you, you'll get really good at curves. So be on the lookout for that if you're feeling inspired. I think it's something that anybody could do. We just got to do it together, and I'll have a video for that as well. So be on the lookout. I can't wait to see you. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. I am just here to quilt and share with you my process and my cool patterns and my cool designs, my fun fabrics, and hope to see you all on the internet. Have fun, take care, and I appreciate you all. Means